It's absolutely mind-blowing just how much we ended up finding here. Well, welcome to Finding America. It's really nice to see you here. Now, this permission has turned out to be one of the best permissions of the year. And we are absolutely blown away by how much we found in just this one yard. If you haven't seen the prior 4 episodes from this location, you definitely should. Well, every time Chris and I visit this place, it's just been amazing. And this episode is no exception. From the very start to the very end, we just kept pulling great things out of the ground. And by the end of the day, all we could do was shake our heads and thank our lucky stars. Now, we had an incredible time this time around, and I really hope you enjoy watching this one. Well, it's so funny how things work out. Chris called me over, but after I called him over,
I was about to get up after digging this junk.
Yeah, and I told him I got an Indian. And then, I mean, 15 seconds later, he goes, "Oh my gosh, you won't believe it. I got an Indian too." So we both scored Indians almost the same time.
Green color coming through.
How cool is that?
I saw the edge.
Wow. Man, that is crazy. It really is.
Hopefully these clean up better in the back, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I can almost see a date. Let's go ahead and... I brought the pencil from the Andre pencil set, and see if it might help us get...
My hands are still shaking a little bit.
Yeah. That's crazy. We both got Indians.
Pretty, not exactly close together either.
No, we're in the backyard, so that's a good sign. But we're digging so many bottle caps. It's I have to force myself to dig these Indian signals, but it's worth it. What you got?
1908 maybe.
Really? Well, you're gonna have to check that one for a mint mark.
Yeah, I think that's an 8, maybe a 6. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and work the back a little bit, see if we find a mint mark or not. Well, I think it looks like 1906, but my eyes are shot. Chris has glasses, says it's an 08.
Hard to tell.
Very hard to tell.
It's coming through pretty green though.
Yep, and I'll get it cleaned up when I get home. Hopefully it's an 08 with an S mint mark. That'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
So Chris and I are walking back over to my hole because I have an Indian somewhere over here. Yep, there it is. Now watch it be a zinc. I'm pretty sure it's an Indian though. But I'm gonna give the camera to Chris and I'll scrape this one off and we'll see what this is, hopefully.
Let's see if I can stay out of the light there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely an Indian.
Yeah.
You can see that. Looks like 1901 maybe. Wow. So this is what, our 4th Indian out of here? Pretty good. 4th or 5th?
Yeah, it's been quite a few.
No, 5th. There were 3 up in that front corner.
Yeah.
Yep, 1901. Look at that. That's going to clean up nice too.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are asking me how I clean these Indians. These I've been pretty much using the steel wool pencil and this and the composite cleaning pencil from England and the pencil set from France. So it's a very international process here.
Yes.
It's a worldwide effort.
Yeah.
But yep, I'm just dry cleaning most of these, try to keep the green patina as much as I can. Well, Chris just found something interesting in that hole right there, and
That's what I've always wanted.
Yeah, well.
A Sportland St. Louis solenoid valve tag.
Yeah, it's got all the specifications like watts and cycles.
It retained its color well.
Yeah, I just don't know what that is yet. I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. Definitely has some age to it.
Yeah.
And you got something else in there?
Yeah, just a little plastic button.
A little purple button.
That's see-through.
Yeah. So there you go. Little bonus find. Yeah, well, you can scratch that one off the bucket list.
Yes.
Well, Chris is on fire.
I'm making up for lost time, man.
Yeah, that whole summer he took off. You know, the well-to-do people can do that.
Oh, yes.
I had to stick around and slug it out.
I was summering in the Hamptons.
Yes. Well, and now you're detecting in Tennessee.
Yes.
Quite the culture shock.
I think it's a Mercury.
Oh, I can tell it's a Mercury.
Yeah, let's see. We'll check the back mark.
He's trying to downplay it like he doesn't know. Yeah, you do.
It's got a mint mark.
Oh boy, is it a D?
It's an S.
S. 21.
Let's see. 39.
Wow, that's not bad.
39S.
Sweet.
Nice little coin.
Well, get you over here in the light so you can see this one.
That one's gonna be frosty. It's already starting to look like it.
Nice. Yeah, it's a pretty one. It's got that nice grade toning. Yeah, let's see. Chris had to take a break from all the silver.
Yeah, I figured I'd try some low tones.
The truth comes out now.
Yes. No, that thing, that was nice. Low. Very interesting.
Yeah, a little garter clip. Hopefully it might have some writing on it, but I don't see anything. But that's a nice one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've dug one like that before.
One of a kind.
Well, I was getting a really nice repeatable 11, and it just sounded good. I went ahead and I usually dig them anyway, but this one sounded pretty good for an 11. And it's kind of interesting. It's a top to an old squeeze tube, and I think it says Griffin Lotion Cream, which I have never dug that. Never even heard of that brand, so pretty cool. I'll look it up when I get back, but definitely an old piece there too. Going to be probably teens, 20s. Well, this one was giving me a 15-16. It was about 6 inches down. Finally got it out, and I cleaned it off a little bit. It looks like I have a nice older ring. Let's see if I can get you in on this. Pretty cool. Kind of interesting design on it. I'll get it cleaned up and get a better look at it, but
hey, that one's gonna look pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely a small child or lady's ring. Pretty small. Very nice. I'll definitely take that. We're getting kind of a laugh out of this one. Just 2 lots over, Chris found one of these, and it was our mystery find a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I asked Chris, I said, do you remember what it is? He goes, sort of.
It's a zip, yeah. Put it on the back of Evel Knievel's bike.
There you go, check it out. Another wheel and tire to a 70s Kenner SSP.
That's right.
Ripcord toy car.
Pretty neat.
These are awesome, man.
Yeah.
So, this neighborhood liked the Kenners.
Mystery
Oh,
solved.
had a little blowout there.
Yeah, I saw that.
High speed.
He must have changed it out.
Yeah. That's so cool. Well, Kenner Toys brought out the SSP, or supersonic power cars, in 1970. And they featured a big center gyro wheel, just like the one that Chris found, that was powered by a ripcord. And boy, when you ripped it, those cars flew. Well, Kenner made all types of models, from fantasy cars to dragsters, but the first car they released based on a real model was a 1970 Plymouth Superbird. Well, my personal favorites were the smash-up derby cars, and I was lucky enough to have the full set with the ramps. And I tell you what, I had so much fun ripping the cord and watching them smash into each other, sending body panels and wheels flying all across the room. Well, by 1978, I guess all fun has to come to an end sometime, and Kenner stopped making the SSPs. But the last ones they put out were some awesome Star Wars themed vans. And I tell you, just thinking about those old cars makes me want to go on eBay, pick up a couple, and rip those cords again. Well, this one was giving me a 19, and when I saw a penny in the hole, I thought, well, maybe I got another Indian, but it wasn't. But it is a nice early weedy, and I gave it a little clean real quick, but it's a 1920 with the Denver Met mark. Can't say I find those very often. So happy to have that. And I tell you, a lot of people are like, Wheaties, whatever. But to me, early Wheaties are cool because 1920, it makes you think of what was happening in our country in 1920.
It's over 100 years old.
Yeah, it's over 100 years old as well. You know, I don't sneeze at that. So, you know, people were just getting out of World War I and had the Spanish flu. There was a lot of things happening in the world. So, always makes me think when I find one of these and see what year it is. I'll tell you, this place is crazy for surface finds. I was just starting a new row going slow, and look at there, sitting right on top. Nice little pale green and white marble. I'll tell you, it's crazy, the stuff that's on top of the ground here. Well, I was just doing row by row, 6-inch coil, field 2, and just got a nice 12 and about 5 inches down. Looks like I have an old nickel. I'll take you down there so you can see how I saw it. I think it's older, but we'll see. Yeah, I feel no relief on this. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be another V. Oh yeah, heck yeah it is. Yeah, it's a V nickel. Yeah, I was just telling Chris. Ah, nice. Well, let me get it cleaned off a little bit, but you can see the bust there, I'm pretty sure. Let me bring in on it. And we'll see what year it is, but I think this is the 4th V nickel out of the yard. It's just awesome. Well, kind of cleaned off a little bit. It looks like it's a 1906. Definitely heavily worn. Was in circulation a long time, probably lost in the 30s. But there's the backside. The thing is almost wiped clean on the back. But the front is definitely legible. And one of my favorite coins to dig. I love these things. Well, I was getting a 12 here, hoping it wasn't going to be another pull tab. And I popped the hole, and it was in my plug. And it's a 78 Jefferson. And you're probably like, why are you filming that? Well, because when I popped the hole, I also saw this in the bottom. And check that out.
Ooh, that's a honker.
Yeah, big old shooter. and it's been shot a few times. It's got some chips on it, but pretty darn cool. It's got some swirls in it, but yeah, pretty cool.
Big one, man.
Just like digging marbles. Well, this was a bit of a surprise here. I keep digging up pull tabs in the 15-16 range, and I got a 16 signal dug down, and check it out. I cleaned it off. I'm pretty sure I have a Civil War bullet. I think it's a Colt. Not quite sure. It's got 2 rings on it. It's a solid base. Pretty darn cool. Maybe around a 40 caliber. I'll be darned. I thought it was going to be a modern bullet, but nope. That's awesome. I'll tell you, never know what's going to be in that next hole. Civil War bullet. Amazing. Well, check it out. I'll tell you what, I just got done digging that Colt, what I think is a Colt, and I was getting a nice 12-13 signal, and it was in the plug. I split the plug apart, and look at there. Yeah, a nice little pistol ball. Probably like a 32, a small caliber, but that's pretty cool because from where I'm sitting, just cat a corner across the street, I found that 3-ringer in Geraldine's yard, and right here across the street, got a couple Civil War projectiles here too. Very cool. Well, Chris has high hopes here.
It could be dashed in a second.
Oh, it could be something really good, or it could be a bazinga.
It could just be.
Oh my! I think
that's silver.
Yeah.
Whatever
I think he's got a silver quarter. Sure doesn't look like it.
It looks old to me.
That's at least Barber. Holy cow.
What is that?
I hope it's seeded. What the heck?
It's seeded. I think it's my first seeded, man.
Oh my gosh.
I think. No, wait. Maybe it's a Barber. I think it's a Barber.
Well, that'll be your 3rd Barber quarter.
Holy cow.
And
this one I dug.
You had to dig for this one.
1907.
No way.
Wow. Oh, I thought it was seeded.
Holy
one
cow.
day.
Well,
man, that thing is crispy.
Yeah.
It rang up like a dime.
Wow.
Maybe there's something else in the hole.
Good Lord, it's a...
Jeez.
Wow.
1907, right?
Oh, I can't even tell you the truth. Let me see. Yep, 1907. It looks like.
Awesome.
Heck yeah. It's got the penny coating on it.
Yeah, it does. It's weird.
Wow. Yep, it might be a little hard for you to tell right now, but I can see the eagle, and holy cow. That's like the 2nd Barber quarter out of this place too. Yeah, Chris.
Sweet.
Chris had the Barber trifecta.
Yeah.
That first day, he had the $50, the quarter, and the dime, and then I told him actually he had the quadfecta because it got a V-nickel.
Yeah, same
because
thing.
Charles Barber designed the V-nickel. Wow.
Nice. Well, we walked past that one a few times.
I know. You just never know. You just got to get your coil over it. You know, I was just telling Chris, I was hoping we'd find some 30s, 40s cars, and the very next signal I get's a 23, and I dig down, it's a toy car. It's so weird. But it's not 30s or 40s, it's 50s, but it looks like a, I'm going to guess like a Triumph 2-seat Roadster, maybe a Jag, but it appears to be one of the larger scale Tootsie toys. Boy, I wish this was complete. It's broken right behind the 2 front seats, so pretty darn cool. It's got the front wheels too. That's awesome. Well, just going slow in a row, and was getting a 26, 27 high tone, and I thought, you know, I'm due for a silver. I've been watching Chris find them all, and I popped out this little clod of dirt, and look what popped out into the hole. Silver dime. And let's see what it is. Yeah, looks like a Merc. Let me get my spray out. A little water, see what we have here. But yeah, that works for me. This bottle's almost worn out too. Well, that's a nice looking dime. Philadelphia mint mark. Ooh, it's a teens. I can see that. Nice. Boy, there's a ton of teens Mercury's coming out of this yard too. Let's see what we have here. 1917, second year. The Philadelphia mint mark. Yeah, I think this side of the yard, Chris got a early Merc here, that 16 Philadelphia. I'll be darned. I'll tell you what. Really has been a fun day. Well, boy, did I ever just get a surprise. I was actually buttoning up this hole. I said, well, let me run the coil over it. Got a 24 signal. Chris is coming over now. And yeah, I was telling him I was just buttoning up the hole and I ran the coil over it and it gave me a 24.
Yeah.
And there's the first silver dime that I got. And check this out. Right in there.
Another shallow.
Another one popped, slid out once I popped the dirt a little bit. And it looks like another Merc.
Nice.
Good Lord.
Better check that hole.
Oh, I will. Maybe there's a Barber half under these.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have here.
You said that first one was what, a 17?
Yeah, this looks like an early one too. It's got that nice, 16.
Oh, nice. There we go.
16. Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Flip it.
Oh, gosh. Could it be that elusive D? Oh, I swear it looks like it does have a mint mark. Oh, Lord. I've dug enough 16S's over the years. Could it be? Could it be? Could it be?
Get ready to drop the camera.
Oh, my gosh. It does. I swear it has a mint mark. It does. I can't make it out.
Oh, no. You want me to look?
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
It's an S.
Oh, man. I was so close.
Well,
You know why I knew that the mint mark's kind of off from where the D. There's actually a difference I've noticed between the D's and the S's on the location of the mint mark.
D's a little further to the left.
Yeah, and a little further closer to the rim. But if you think about it, that's a really cool spill because I got a 16 and a 17. Isn't that wicked?
Cool.
That's wicked. So, are we all done with this place? Definitely not. We are definitely heading back out there to see what else we can find. And I have a feeling that we'll be detecting there for a very long time. Now, here's a look at everything that Chris and I found in this episode. Well, I couldn't resist, and I just had to get everything that we found in this yard for the Mac Daddy of all group photos. And here's a look at everything that's been found in this yard so far. Well, it's time for one of the best parts of a Finding America episode, some amazing images from America's past. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure, and I can't wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.